Cat Matlala, or should I say Vusimuzi Matlala, was back in court today. And unfortunately, there was no live streaming of the session. In fact, cameras were banned from streaming live. They could be inside, they could record, but they could not stream live. And I'm just wondering, okay, so if they were there and they were recording, why haven't they uploaded the videos? We want to hear what happened inside. And apparently, it's the prosecution. The prosecution they don't want their faces video recorded, but they don't mind their voices recorded. So it's quite a strange thing, especially for such a high profile case. Imagine if the Senzo Mewa trial was not allowed to have cameras inside. Hello, Mzansi. Welcome back to my channel. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Absolutely appreciate it when we do. So we are on the road to 70,000 subscribers, and that is only possible with you subscribing and assisting us with those numbers. Now, let's get into it. Who exactly is Cat, and why is his name all over? Since he was name dropped. Okay, this man was already arrested. He has been arrested in May. He was just under the radar. But why is it specifically now that he was mentioned? Well, hello, he got a tender for 360 million rands, which was then pulled up from under his legs just as it was about to be executed. And it was cancelled by the police minister, Senzo. Okay. But not so fast, not so fast, okay? Because the police minister is trying to ride that horse and say it is his good act, okay, to the citizens. He was able to detect that there was something wrong with that tender, okay? Something was wrong. How did he even pass round one? That's the main question that everyone is asking. But basically, Cat Vusimuzi Matlala is arrested for attempted unaliving of his girlfriend, Tebogo Tobejane. Who is Tebogo Tobejane? She's an actor. She was in Muvango for like 2 days or less. Not a long time. Okay. If she acted somewhere else, let me know. She also had a podcast with McG. Okay. And I believe McG said some unsavory words to her and she came out full blast. I'll look that up because I can't remember the details right now, but I know there was something between her and McG recently. And I believe she demanded a retraction, if not an apology from McG. She then tried to start her own podcast, which didn't do too well. I don't think so. Yeah, she was with McG. She branched out. She was doing her podcast on McG's platform network, was doing very, very well. And then when she branched out and tried to do it all on her own, it kind of tanked. Okay, it tanked. It didn't take off as would be expected. One would be tempted to think that you need McG to launch your podcast well, but I wouldn't agree with that because there's multiple thousands of other channels that exist on this YouTube platform without McG's endorsement. So I wonder why her channel tanked. But anyway, despite all that, she is the reason Cat is inside Phakathi Within. She is the reason. Apparently, Kat's wife said, I don't like her. Can you end her? Because I don't like her. Okay. I simply do not like her. Meanwhile, Tebogo Tobejane, who is not in prison, okay, or out on bail, like Kat's wife, Kat's bail application is profusely objected upon by members of the public, and the MK party was outside protesting that, okay, to ensure that he stays inside Phakathi. And then not only that, he also made news again because on Sunday, it's not clear before or after General Umkhwanazi made his press announcement and dropped his name. Did he was then found with a cell phone in his possession. Now, when they said a cell phone was found in his possession, this video came to mind. Let's listen in.
Kungaba ifoni iyangena lapha kuleya mbobo ngoba like iboshwe zayifaka ifoni enqeni ihlala esiswini yonke into ongayicabanga bayayifaka enqeni bathi ukapha ngolimi lasejele. So wonke labantu laba basafike kulama platformeni abanixoxela ngejele kungani bengakuvezi ukuthi guys majority yenu ngaphakathi ejele, I would say 90 to 95% wama offenders bayagula and banama illnesses are serious. Ngikhuluma ngento engiyaziyo.
Apologies for my voice quality. I must be coming down with something. I absolutely hope not, because I need my voice to do these videos. But while it's still here, let me just continue. So basically, that is the correctional services officer describing from first-hand experience. He's not talking hearsay. He's not talking triple hearsay. He is talking first-hand experience, what he's seen with his own eyes. How cell phones come into inside Pagati within the prisons. Then the question becomes, how did Cat bring his cell phone in? So it's alleged that when they go for their cases, this is when they come back in with stuff they shouldn't be having. So today, Cat was outside. Okay, I'm not saying he's coming back in with anything else or that this is how he got his cell phone. What we do know, and what is a fact, is that he was found with a cell phone when they did the raid last week, Sunday. And conveniently, the raid was done after, okay, or before, we don't know. We just know it was Sunday when Provincial Police Commissioner General Hlanhlam Konazi did a press briefing where he dropped Vusimuzi's name and so on and so on and so on. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about that nobody seems to have mentioned is that take a look at what Kat is wearing in this picture. This is the reason I'm saying no one is talking about it is because when Tababesta and Nandi Pamakutumana would show up in court in their Louis Vuitton designer wear, it was always making breaking news, okay? But now Kat is showing up in his Alexander McQueen a jersey, which, by the way, is not exactly on the cheap side, okay? But I noticed something about this particular sweater that he's wearing. Well, it's not a sweater, it's like a jersey. The reason, what I noticed about this sweater that he's wearing is that it has the cat on it. And I said, "Oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting choice of what he is wearing to the court." So let me know your thoughts with regards to General Mkwanazi, Cat Matlala, as well as tenderpreneurs and tenors just going out to random companies. Let me know your thoughts. Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. Is the president going to address this Mkologoto on Sunday, or is he just going to pretend he's never heard of him too? But I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know earlier I said I have 70,000 subscribers, and I know someone's going to fact check me that the goal is to go for 70,000 subscribers. I was going to add this to my regular channel because this is my second channel. I decided, you know what, let me put this on this side because it doesn't really align with the other cases that I'm doing. So I'm going to place this one here. Since there's no media coverage of it, video coverage of it, I'm just going to update you guys when and ever there's an update. The next court date for him is in August, which means he's going to sit inside Pagati until August unless he does some urgent application. But right now he is sitting in CMAX at Hosimaburu. Wow. Wow. Crime doesn't pay, guys. Crime doesn't pay. If nobody's ever told you that. Bye. Have a great weekend.